Okay, guys, let's imagine something wild. What if Squid Game happened for real dito sa Pilipinas? And let's break it down, hindi lang sa drama level, kundi legal level. Para tayo na sa crime series plus bar exam in one. Imagine this, may secret deadly competitions, mga taong baon sa utang, tinipon at inalok ng milyones. Pero ang catch, pag natalo ka, patay ka. At kahit sabihin mong pumayag ka sa batas ng Pilipinas, hindi ka pwedeng mag-consent sa sarili mong kamatayan. Stage 1, recruitment. May recruiter na pa-charming sa MRT, park o online. Sasabihin, sumali ka sa laro. Yaman ka dito. Pero sa totoo lang, this breaks several laws. Grave threats, Article 282, Human Trafficking, Republic Act 9208, Cybercrimes, Republic Act 10175, at kung minor ka pa, Republic Act 7610, child exploitation na yan. So kahit recruiter ka lang, criminal ka na agad. Stage 2, the games begin. Players are taken to a secret island or warehouse. Akala nila laro lang. Pero one mistake, boom, may barel. Crimes committed here include murder, Article 248, illegal detention, Article 267, cruel treatment, parang torture, so Republic Act 9851, kidnapping pa if stolen ang ginamit na sasakyan. Lahat ng involved, shooters, guards, game masters, lahat sila kriminal. Stage 3, behind the scenes. Hindi ito simpleng laro-laro. May mga VIP bettors, hackers, financiers, and medics. They run the game like a business. The crime committed, robbery with violence, Article 294, money laundering, Republic Act 9160, scam investment, Republic Act 8799, and maybe even terrorism, Republic Act 9372. Kaya kahit tech support ka lang, sa operation, pwede kang makasuhan. Stage 4, kill or be killed. Ito yung mga rounds na parang gladiator. Players killing players. Pero under the Philippine law, no valid consent dahil pinilit ka. No true self-defense kasi set up lahat. Kaya kahit player ka lang, pwede ka pa rin ma-charge ng homicide or conspiracy to commit murder unless makapagpatunay ka na under duress ka. Stage 5, the broadcast, imagine, naka-livestream sa dark web. VIPs betting millions, crypto, NFTs pa nga. Crimes committed, video, voyeurism, Republic Act 9995, cybercrime violations, obscene publications, Article 201, and access device fraud, Republic Act 8484. At kung influencer ka na nagpo-promote nito, pwede ka pa rin masama sa kaso. Stage 6, the cover-up. Tinatago ang katawan, binabayaran ang pamilya para manahimik. May involved na funeral homes, hired killers, or even cops. Laws broken, concealment of crime, Article 253, obstruction of justice, PD 1829, false testimony, Article 183, and plus, kung may drugs involved, Republic Act 9165. Grabe no, crime scene na naging buong industry pa. The legal questions, pwede ba ang consent bilang defense? Short answer, hindi. Batas natin says you can't agree to be killed. Kahit may perma ka sa kontrata, invalid pa rin yan under the law. Game organizers are still liable kahit sabing voluntary ang lahat. In conclusion, kung totoo ang Squid Game sa Pilipinas, ito ang summary. It's a massive organized crime operations. It violates multiple local and international laws. And halos lahat ng involved from VIP to player, pwede mareklusyon perpetua. At the end of the day, this shows one thing. Hindi dapat pinaparusahan ang mahihirap. Ang dapat baguhin, yung sistemang nagkulong sa kanila sa ganitong desisyon. Kung ikaw ang prosecutor sa kasong ito, sino ang uunahin mong kasuhan at anong ebidensya ang hahanapin mo? Let's talk about it. This is JM, and again, remember, I will always be your law companion.